You know, it's funny we run the I told you so open when we're going to talk about Micah Parsons. It's kind of funny. Because let me go back. Who said it's going to end a month ago that when Micah Parsons put that out on social media, I no longer want to be here? Who said this was going to end in a trade? Who has two thumbs and said it was going to end in a trade? Oh, this guy. So kind of fun we had that. We had that open
today. The last 5 hours have just been, a living nightmare for me, knowing that I will hear those words a million times. So the fact that they show up in an open, my name missing for part of that open, by the way. But all of that to say, the fact that Jerry did the pragmatic, proper football thing, I never thought in a million years we'd get there. It wasn't so much, hey, Jerry gets his way. It's just Jerry actually sat back, went through the looking glass, and actually came out the other side with the right move.
No, I see. The right move is to sign Micah Parsons and keep the best defensive player in the NFL. You're saying the best move now that it was never going to happen.
No, I never thought it was the best for football purposes. I always thought that it would just be Jerry's not going to let Micah Parsons leave.
Oh, okay. So you think it was right for him to trade the best defensive player in the NFL?
They were going to suck with him or without.
So, but then it doesn't matter what you do. If you're going to trade the best defensive player, what does it matter?
Yeah, my point was that
what does it matter?
All along was just Jerry Jones and the way he has operated for 30-some-odd years.
Signing all the good
suddenly
players.
That was never going to change. And it wasn't always good players.
He signed he signed every big star, every big Dallas Cowboy homegrown star he signed and gave money to.
Yeah.
He signed and gave money to.
Well, in this case, if the numbers are to be believed, Micah Parsons basically left out of spite.
Again, if the numbers are what to be believed and if what Jerry Jones is going to say is absolutely accurate, because why wouldn't, if Jerry Jones said that, hey, this money for Micah Parsons is less than we gave him, what'd you give him? What'd you offer?
Well, no, I'm not even talking
the money?
less. I'm talking even if that difference is marginal, that it becomes a fun thing. It's like for a few dollars more, we want it out. Yeah. And it came to fruition that fast. Well, which means, once again, insiders only know some of the story.
Look, I told you a month ago it was going to happen, right? Now listen, be sure to check out our brand new YouTube channel for the show. Go to youtube.com/@JasonSmithShow, or if you're already within YouTube, just search @JasonSmithShow or just search Jason Smith Show. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. You'll have instant access to our very best videos from the show. Go check out our brand new channel on YouTube. Again, just search Jason Smith Show and subscribe on YouTube. Mike and I love putting this content out for you every single day. Now let's go back, because this was the biggest. Why is Micah Parsons no longer a Dallas Cowboy? Let's go back to the moment when, to go back to the moment we told you. Stars in the NBA, the NFL, when they want to get traded, they say it. Right? Guys like Giannis, does he really want to get traded? Oh, I got to look at my... No, you got to say you want out. This is how stars... We've said this many times. This is how stars get traded. When a star says he's had enough, if I say this situation is no longer tenable, I get traded. If you are Kevin Durant, if you are James Harden, this is how big-time stars get traded. And when Micah Parsons went on social media and he said, I no longer want to be here. And he detailed what happened, what was said to his agent, what was, coming back, how Jerry negotiated with me and he thought there was a deal as well. Wait a minute, that might not be, quote, super legal in the NFL. But when he said, I no longer wanted to be here, that's the same thing James Harden did. That's the same thing Kevin Durant did. That's the same thing a lot of stars do. And that's when you get traded. That's when you know there is no way back. There's negotiation, and then there's it's personal, and I'm not coming back. And for Gen Z players who treat social media like it is the end-all, be-all of existence, when you go on social media and say that, that's a really, really big deal. That's the 20-year-ago equivalent of having a press conference and saying, I can't be here anymore, I can't do it. Like being on camera. Going on social media and saying, I no longer want to be here, that's the moment you knew that was going to happen. And that's when Jerry Jones had to say, okay, this is really my last gasp chance to do this, to sign Micah Parsons. This is that moment. And instead, what did he do? I'm just going to inflame things along the way, and I'm going to insult Micah Parsons' agent. I'm going to go on a big television spew and do a bunch of different shows and say, well, the agent told us to stick it up our blank, and all the different things he wanted to say, trying to win the PR battle, when what he had to do at that point, that was, okay, we now have to make this happen, right? We have to make this happen. That was the mistake. When Micah Parsons did that, that was such a big deal. And I think that was really, people looked at that and said, yeah, he's saying something on social media. No, when you say that on social media, that's the biggest thing. But that's a whoa, take me by surprise moment, saying this is not part of a negotiation. This is not, I want more money. I'm not respected. They need to show me money if they want to value me as a player.
That's too long.
Maybe I
want out of
leave here.
Maybe
but I no longer want to be here. That was the moment when I said, this is going to end in a trade, because Micah Parsons is a different dude than all the other Cowboy stars that stayed quiet, let Jerry Jones talk in the media, and got paid. That was the moment I knew, and that's why I said it's going to end in a trade. And for all the experts, oh, he's going to get paid, he's going to get paid. Not going to happen, because it was personal a month ago, and all it's done is gotten worse in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't pretend to be an insider. I'll take the L on it, and in the end, I've lost nothing. Again, the Cowboys are a mid-team one way or the other. It just gave us a storyline for a month. We did our gratitude moment.
Does he jump ahead of... Boy, does he jump ahead of Shedeur Sanders? Yeah, it's true.
The award ended. Yeah. Like, it's done.
Maybe we gave the award the other night. Yeah,
it's done. Yeah. Like, when he posted the thing on social media, look, I've seen a lot of people, no matter the age, say a lot of dumb things on social media and then immediately be like, maybe I shouldn't have. But it's out there. What are you going to do? Mm-hmm. How many times have we seen guys post stuff and then delete it? Yeah. The internet lives forever. It's not going anywhere. So, I only gave it so much credence, but certainly we recognized it was taking on a different life than any of the past negotiations. Even if you saw the latest documentary effort, as people call it, the ass kissing of Jerry Jones and all. When you
got to make me look good in this special, because I'm going to make a big trade that people aren't going to like. So just want to make sure I can, just calm myself by getting on a Netflix and clicking on and watching the Squid Game and then seeing that I look good on this documentary.
What was funny with a lot of the press that he's done the last couple weeks to tie that together is I really kept waiting for him to say, don't forget to watch the documentary. Like he was going to be sitting there with Billy Bush or somebody, instead of normal, sports reporters. Like, hey, you should watch that. Don't forget, I was also on Landman. I was really good.
We're going to try all we can to get this contract done. Netflix /Cowboys. But make sure you watch, search it on your Roku, and just click on the Netflix button. It should just come up right there.
That's it. I mean, it should have been on the lower third. He should have been standing there wearing a sandwich board. I don't know.
Top 10 in the United Kingdom. How did I get on? Steven, how did I get on this page? What is this Department Q? How did I get on there? I don't understand. Come on in and show me how I get to
and then Steven said, just like Pitbull, we're Mr. Worldwide. That's what you are, Jerry. But all of that to say, it was taking on a different tone and tenor, and then Jerry started getting salty Jerry and showing a little different face in these interviews. And again, you believe what you want in the timelines, the continuum, the dollars and cents of it all. It got to a point where he made a deal today where for Jerry Jones, if he'd come back over the top, so we got to 188. We didn't quite get to the $200 million threshold, but what was the price that would have kept him? Don't know. But we know the thing, and I think you and I talked about this probably more than anybody else. Mugheletta being the agent was the big X factor to all of this, right? A guy who's held players out deep into camps before, a guy who's had big moments, the guy who got Deshaun Watson that giant guaranteed deal. Don't think that doesn't play a little role in whatever communications were going back and forth. Like, really? Look what I got for that guy.
Now you explain to everybody that Mugheletta is the agent. Like, because Jerry Jones never says his name. It's just the agent. He's the agent.
Yeah, in this teleplay, it's the agent.
I watched The Night Agent. That was on the Netflix, too. That was a big I clicked on the thumbs up, and now I get everything that says Night and Agent. So it's all that comes up.
What was a Night Agent?
That was the one where the guy is the Secret Service agent, and he gets involved in this situation. Yeah, not because he works the night desk.
Okay.
Like when all the, and a phone call comes in that is a woman in trouble, and of course he has to investigate it. Okay. Like he's on the lower, because he did something that got him busted down from Secret Service to you just watch the phones. And then, of course, now he finds his way into this big, the book was really good. The miniseries is a little bit different, but that was the whole thing was like, I'm the guy, they're farming me out to pasture. I made a mistake.
I'm a wizard,
I just answer the phones, and a phone call comes in,
okay.
and the woman says the right password that gets her to the Secret Service. So he does the investigation, and of course it's an inside job, and I'm not spoiling an ad agent for you. But then I saw that it was an inside job, and then at the end we traded Micah. So that's how it went for us.
I do want to see Jerry Jones as a contestant on Password now that you say that. So let's try to make that happen. But the last of it just being...
I can only say one word. If I want you to
get
Micah Parsons, I want to say linebacker that we traded, got a couple of first-round picks for him, sent him to the Packers. Like, you should get Micah Parsons off that. It's got to be one word.
You get nothing. Because by some people, he's a defensive end. He's not even a linebacker.
It's one word. I just say, and that's my one word.
It.
I'm not going to get it off that.
No, you got nothing.
No, you got to give me more time.
I have to try to read your mind.
More talk. I like exposure in the media. You got to let me talk. Got to have a press conference to explain trades whenever they're really unpopular.
Yeah, brevity is the soul of wit in this regard. But Mulugeta's part of it. I would love to see the second side, right? Because for Jerry Jones, like, we tried to do this, we tried to do that. Like, during this whole continuum, where did we have spots where they actually spoke to where maybe you got to some general agreement, but then the devil in the details is what tore it apart. Some of it, and Florio had this up, Pro Football Talking, is something I think we've alluded to it the last couple of weeks, is also when you're talking about paying him, with Jerry also in the past talking about having the franchise tag in his back pocket of, hey, this is a 3-year plan that we're looking at, was you were going to end up fighting over what his number would be, being a defensive end versus being a linebacker, as related to a franchise tag and what the average value of the top 5 at the position were, right? So were we talking apples to oranges of, here's Hendrickson, here's Watt, is Micah there or is he over here as a line? Right?
Yeah.
So I think that's where some of the devil being in the details is of, I'm going to make you the highest paid, but then those deals get signed. And
look at all these punters not getting any money. Changes. Look where you are. I'm sorry, I had to list you as a punter. I just have to do
but
that.
The fact that they paid Jake Ferguson what they did.
Yeah.
If you're Mugheletta and Ferguson's a fine player.
Yeah.
He's not an elite tight end by any stretch, and he got top market dollar for the tight end position. So for Micah Parsons, you're looking around going, I can't squeeze a few dollars more out of here.
No.
Now we'll talk about it from the football perspective in a bit. No disrespect to Kenny Clark coming back, but he's just a minor player in this.
He's minor. He's a minor. But that's the whole point is that this was at DEFCON. DEFCON 5 is the worst one, right? This was at
DEFCON 5 or DEFCON 1?
Yeah, DEFCON 1, I think, is whatever the worst one. I got to look that up so I know. Like, we were at DEFCON 5 on August 1st.
Yeah, DEFCON 1 is the worst. Okay,
yeah. We were at DEFCON 1 on August 1st.
So DEFCON 5.
We went all the way down. DEFCON 5 is basic peace and everything is fine.
Yeah.
DEFCON 4.
DEFCON 4, you go to intel watching tree, security measures heightened. DEFCON 3, force readiness increased above normal levels. DEFCON 2, near nuclear war.
That was when the computer started getting involved. Okay, got it.
DEFCON 1, nuclear war was imminent.
Playing war games and seeing the only way to win is not to play. But like we were at DEFCON 1, and that's the big thing. Like the big takeaways from we're going to spend a lot of time on this tonight throughout, but this was at DEFCON 1 on August 1st. And either Jerry blew it, didn't realize, but whatever reason, this was that bad a month ago. And there was one chance to save it, and it was a month ago, and it just got worse. From there, it's like when two people get in a fight, a couple gets in a fight, and okay, well, they're not going to date anymore. That's over. And then instead of, hey, all right, well, after that fight, it's either we make up now, and because that was bad and we talk about it, or this relationship's done, and instead it was just, okay, we just played out the next couple of weeks. I got my stuff from your place, you got your stuff from mine, and then it was done. We knew that's where it went. I mean, this is where it was always headed after that day, and Jerry Jones did nothing to save it. But that's the mess. I mean, the thing that people have to understand is that when a star goes to those extents and those lengths to say, I want out, like that's, oh, whoa, this is not negotiation. This is not part of the back and forth. This is not me blowing off steam. That's a serious. He borrowed from that playbook of KD and Harden, and he played it great. He got out. He got his money done. He did so much going on. He was done at that moment. Would it have
been assuaged if he got a giant topiary, a lot of flowers, and a ring?
Like if he was on The Bachelor?
Well, if he pulled a full Travis Kelce.
I watch It's Always Sunny with the Danny DeVito. It's a Golden Bachelor. Didn't really end well for him, but it ended with what's her name from Taxi. But yeah, with a rose and a glass of champagne, and that was actually the offer I gave to Micah, and he didn't take it. So that's what happened there. Good morning to you. So I just number one, know that was the moment, right? That's why we call the show Ahead of the Curve. That was the moment that we knew that things are that serious, and the Cowboys either didn't think it was that serious or refused to play it that serious, didn't want to even acknowledge it was that serious, but that's what it was, and that's how they blew it. This is why Micah Parsons is now a member of the Green Bay Packers.
I gave you a chance to make him the highest paid player, non-quarterback. I gave you a chance to keep him here forever, and you blew it.